Kirby's wish.
This is shit.
What? I worked so hard on drawing that. Are you serious right now?
I like that you drew on a cartridge. That's nice.
What was you expecting it?
Based on a true story.
Wait, is this real? Did this really happen?
Yes.
Oh, I know it's real because the face.
This is Neil. He is in the hospital with terminal cancer. Cancer he acquired from being Le Cringe. Neil was lucky to have Make-A-Wish reach out to him.
Oh.
They asked Neil if he could have one final wish. What would it be? I would like to meet Le Kirby from famous video game series Kirby, said Neil.
Does sound like him.
Make-A-Wish said they would do their best, but warned Neil that Kirby was very busy. Neil screeched at the top of his cancerous lungs until Make-A-Wish vacated the building.
Cancerous lungs.
He coughed up blood after, but he didn't care. He had Kirby on his mind, which made him feel lay epic. Later that night, I am lay tired, Neil mumbles out as he tries to keep his heavy eyelids open. Neil struggled to stay awake while watching the same Fortnite compilation he always watched before bed.
This is good. This sounds just like him.
There hadn't been a night where Neil couldn't finish the compilation, but he feared tonight would be the night. But little did he know, that was the least of his lay problems.
I need a lay counter.
Oh.
Yeah, can you put a lay counter in the corner?
Oh, you don't want, that's a lot of editing. I'll tell you that much right now, it's getting worse.
You got to.
Alright, lay counters on screen.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh no.
Lay Kirby suddenly appeared at the foot of his bed. Neil rejoiced with a big grin. Lay Kirby! I knew you would show up! How is it lay going, my man?
Dude, I'm scared. Stop. Stop.
Kirby kept getting closer and closer without saying a lay word. Hey Curbs, you're getting kind of lay close, my lay man. You're not lay acting like your lay self. Are you lay hungry or something? Do you need lay tomato? I don't lay have any lay tomatoes. I'm lay sorry. I would have lay got one if I knew you were lay coming so lay soon. Yes, I am starving, Kirby replied. Hungry for human flesh.
No.
This isn't
Shouldn't
lay
it be
good.
starving for human flesh?
Yeah, you got the joke. Congrats. This isn't lay good, Neil whispers to himself.
I can't tell when you do this shit on purpose, man.
You've done too much horses.
You're right. Get in my belly, demanded Lay Curbs. I'd rather not, whimpered Lay Neil.
Ah!
Ah!
Neil was defenseless against Kirby. He was swallowed whole. Little did Neil know, the Make-A-Wish Foundation was never working for him. They were working for Kirby.
I knew
Ah, you didn't tell me it was gonna be this scary.
This was Kirby's wish.
What the fuck is this? Is this like a
Zelda.
level?
No!
Oh.
No!
Jabu Jabu.
No! This is Kirby's belly.
No, that's his lay. Oh,
Jabu Jabu's belly.
Bubble.
Zelda.
lay belly.
This isn't how I wanted my night to go, said Neil in sorrow. Now how am I going to finish my nightly Fortnite compilation? I can't fall asleep without it. I ain't sleeping good tonight.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the issue here.
Also, why Kirby gotta be acting like that? I guess he did catch me lacking. Might be, really.
All kids with cancer are lacking, dude.
Yeah, they're lacking in healthy cell
What is
growth.
Dramatic
This is epic.
recreation.
Neil saw that Goku and Vegeta had also fallen for Kirby's trap. Neil felt comfort knowing he wasn't the only one. That's it.
And I was worried about mine not being serious.
But
I
Neil
know,
was,
me too.
but Neil was still scared. He knew he was going to die soon thanks to his cancer, but he didn't want it to be like this. He wanted to go watching his favorite Fortnite compilation. He couldn't do that here. The Wi-Fi connection was spotty at best. He wouldn't settle for anything less than 720p.
Is that it? Is that where it ends?
No.
Oh,
But little did he know.
There can't be a happy ending. It's a creepypasta.
All his problems would soon be solved. When Lay Kirby ate Lay Neil, he gained the power of Lay Cringe.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
He let himself go. His double chins came back and his hairline started receding. All he could do was think about Mountain Dew and Fortnite.
He didn't have hair before.
I know.
How can you have a receding hairline if you're already bald?
It's the Lay Cringe, Kyle, okay? The powers he gained from eating Goku and Vegeta didn't offset the cringe.
Oh no.
Kirby wouldn't have ever eaten Neil if he knew his cringe levels. Neil's cringe levels are over 9,000.
Oh.
No.
Mhm. Kirby couldn't take it anymore. He felt trapped and cringe. He chose to end his own life,
No.
meaning Neil could now escape.
Oh, wait,
What?
okay.
It's just too bad.
What? Oh, no.
No.
Neil couldn't have waited any longer.
How long was he in there?
Like 20 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that Fortnite compilation in 1080p, so...
At least 1080p. He likes to do 4K if at all possible, you know?
That must have been
Damn.
a good compilation. Damn.
His favorite. However, Goku and Vegeta made it out alive. They started a fundraiser campaign to raise awareness for mental health and cancer research.
Nice.
Yep.
And cringe.
I should have said cringe, you're right?
Yeah, you really should have. I was like, oh, all right. I mean, that's the more logical thing to raise awareness for, I
If
guess.
you're struggling with mental health, please reach out to someone. There's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline for you. Finn.
I'm shaking.
If this creepypasta actually saves someone's life, that'd be insane.
That's the goal, really. That's the goal.
To see the comments like, I was gonna end it all.
I saw Goku and Vegeta's fundraiser.
Bomb, bomb, dee bomb, dumb. You find yourself wandering a forest one evening. You have no idea how you got here or how you might leave. Shh.
Yeah, Josh.
For hours you wander, hopelessly trying to find a way home. Until late at night,
I'm immersed.
you find it, a cabin, and the lights are on. You slowly approach and find the door ajar.
The Jor?
You creep slowly the door.
Majora's Mask.
The Majora's Mask is actually a Majora's jar.
That's crazy.
That's my creepypasta at the end. No, you creep slowly through the hallways, getting closer to the light. You open the door and you find me. Hello. You might be wondering why I'm wearing a fez, or where you are, or what this video has to do with PETA, but probably mostly the fez thing. Well, dear viewer, all shall be explained in due time. For now, how about we pass the time with
Uh-oh.
Brundles?
That's
Dude, what a
freaking
fucking bait
scary.
and switch.
Yeah.
And then I
That's
think
awesome.
I got goosebumps. I hate that. Is this copyright free?
I have no idea. I think it is. Yeah.
You better hope it is.
The bad thing that happened that day.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is a movie now?
Is this fucking Goosebumps?
I think of it more like a Halloween special.
Oh, okay.
This is a Goosebumps intro. Is the background moving or are my eyes going crazy?
I think your eyes are crazy.
Oh, that's
Way
not a
too
good
loud.
sign.
There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Dedicated?
I
Did
hope
he
the
die?
actual...
It's just dedicated to him, man.
Alright.
All right, it's over.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
It all started at the bi-weekly Hankerton Family Christian Garage Sale, which I often would frequent. While looking amongst the vast array of exotic curios and gizmos, I found the most peculiar thing.
It's awesome.
Nestled between a Marvel movie Blu-ray and a very normal DS game, I spotted something that warmed my heart. Pokemon Channel, a childhood favorite of mine. I remembered the days where I would do nothing but spend some time with Pikachu, watching TV and exercising together. But something was different about the box art. It was fairly similar to the art I remembered, but this time the Pokemon's eyes were strange and unnerving. Shut up.
You said
This
Pokemon.
is serious. This is-
You said Pokemon.
Josh, you're taking
Yeah,
my
it's-
immersion out of this, okay?
Yeah, come on. Also, the game now had a subtitle calling it Pokemon Channel Dark? And I realized something in that instant. They must have made more than one version. I knew then and there that I must have this game. So right away, I paid a nickel to Mrs. Hankerton and began to speed home on my iconic skateboard back to my humble abode. But before I could, she stopped me and said, "This game used to belong to my nephew, Daniel. He died of a drug overdose while playing this game. Please take good care of it." As soon as she stopped saying whatever she was saying, I did a kickflip and said, "Later, skater."
That's awesome.
I popped the game disc into my GameCube and prepared for fun. Oh. Yep, prepared for my...
What?
When I fucked up when I was supposed to do a slide transition. It's fine.
Awesome.
This seemed to work for me.
Yeah,
It does
same here.
work. Right away, something felt off, though, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Normally, after the Nintendo logo, Meowth would say something before the title screen began. But this time, there was a howling scream that sent a chill down my spine. This was unmistakably the sound of Meowth's voice actor being tortured or harmed somehow. "This game," I said, "is already way cooler than the version I played." After 3 or so minutes, the scream ended with a sudden gunshot noise, and the title screen appeared. In many ways, it was the same as always, but again, that badass subtitle appeared right under the game, and the vibe seemed different. There was no music, only the sound of the wind. Unbothered, I simply started a new game and prepared for some epic gaming. Before the game could start, however, I had to set the date and time. The date was set to the 11th of September for some reason, but I decided not to change it.
Oh no.
Because that was way too hard. So I just hit accept and began the game. As usual, the Magnemites delivered the TV to my house, except this time their eyes were strange and they seemed to be crying red tears from their eyeballs. This game was very cool, and I was pissed I hadn't played this version as a kid.
Okay.
Right away, something started to feel off, though.
I wonder what.
Instead of Professor Oak appearing and
Pikachu.
asking me my name, a
Yeah,
pair of
Pikachu's flacking.
a pair of hyper-realistic eyes stared out at me from the darkness of the screen. I didn't even remember turning the TV on with my computer. "You have done well." Maybe put like a distortion over my voice or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
"You have done well to come this far, Trundle."
the eyes said. Aw man, I thought. This game didn't even ask me to type my name in. I wanted to be called Buttlicker McGee. Sigh, oh well. At that moment, Pikachu barged in with his stupid fucking asshole face. Pikachu was my least favorite part of the game. All he did was sit around watching TV and eating all my food. Only thing is, normally Pikachu would wander in after a few more minutes, but in this game he just unlocked the door and sat down all by himself. He just stared at the screen blankly.
Uh-oh.
The voice told me to watch Pichu Brothers, and I said, "Oh, hell yeah." I remembered this anime. I was super excited to once again see what my old friends the Pichu Brothers were up to. The anime started normally with the fun theme song and animated intro, but as soon as the intro was over, the Pichu Brothers just stood there, their eyes bloodshot as they stared at the camera with their open mouths.
Josh, hold me.
Okay. Grasp.
Thanks. Thank you.
I,
Thank you.
I began to grow the uncomfortable feeling that the Pichu Brothers were staring at me. And in that moment I realized that the normal version of Pichu Brothers was actually better.
Okay. This is the one thing that you don't like as much.
Yeah, it's the one thing. Otherwise this game's way better.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
After about 30 minutes, the Pichu Brothers episode said to be continued, and I was happy so I could finally flip through the other episodes. Pikachu moaned really loud, clipping the audio of the game when we flipped by the exercise channel, so I decided just to stay there.
Good
so we could
reenactment. Oh, what the? Did you get that really saturated? It's Smoochum or whatever.
Smoochum came up on the screen, but she was all distorted and her voice sounded darker and deeper.
She looks like a shitpost.
She kept doing all the same exercises and stuff, but this time Pikachu was moaning and drooling all over the
I
TV.
hate that.
Now, this was the most disturbing thing I'd seen up to this point. Before Pikachu could get too carried away, I flipped the channel to the famous Pokemon news flash. My old I'll just flip to it. My old friend's side flashed across the screen. Apparently, there's a big news flash. I was excited to see Meowth on the scene interviewing Pokemon about their days, but then something unexpected happened. Psyduck sounded very sad and kept quacking about an airplane crash. Meowth was on the verge of tears and spoke about all the people that died. Pikachu looked depressed, so I quickly changed the channel again.
Jesus Christ.
Right about now, I was thinking this game must have been pretty limited edition because I don't think I'd even heard of it before when those weird eyes came back. Instead of speaking, all I could hear was heavy wheezing and breathing. On the TV screen, smeared in blood, were the words, "Go outside." Pikachu looked nervous and tried to stop me from looking outside. Before I could click anything, he sped out onto the patio. I quickly followed and gasped when I saw what he was hiding. But first, an ad break.
What?
Here's my shameless plug. I stream my favorite video game Pokemon channel every Friday, unless I forget. So come on to the channel on YouTube, but only if you like fun.
Is this the same exact
I
slide?
literally
Anybody
just
knows for
imported
that, yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
literally I took it and put it in this one.
That's awesome.
Alright, anyway, commercial break over. What I saw filled me with dread. Pikachu sat in the backyard, eyes red, smoking a blunt.
Oh no.
I felt the urine drain out of my balls, out my urethra, and wrap my crotch in its oh so familiar warmth.
Ew. Why?
Very descriptive.
I
Use your
understood.
talent for writing for that.
I understood then and there that this game was evil. Pikachu would never do drugs.
That's the one evil thing so far. Okay.
That's Pikachu doing drugs.
Okay.
I
It's
ripped the
different about
CD out of my GameCube and threw it in the microwave, where I destroyed the haunted game for good.
Damn.
Then I played Mario Hotel instead. The end.
I love Cleveland.
I love sub-wiping to my favorite YouTubers as well.
Don't forget to sub-wipe to Keelvin.
Dude. Okay, Josh, what's your spooky level out of that one? Like 1 out of 10?
Yeah, what's your spooky level?
Oh, dude, it's 11.
Dude,
When
mine
he
was
started
at...
smoking weed.
I was gonna say, mine was at a solid 8 throughout it, but when you whipped out that weed, oh my god, 15. Wait, what's his audio?
Yeah, what am I hearing?
Is this like a Family Guy fart plus Peter laugh compilation remix, whatever? That's what I hear.
It's from Looney Tunes, actually.
This is
Oh.
awful.
It's my end music. Shut the fuck up.
Doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, this is the classic Trundle outro.
It's kind of. It's like I was telling Josh. I didn't spoil him on what I did, but I was like, I want to do like a Tales from the Crypt type thing. That's kind of.
I like that. You had Tales of the Crypt motivation. I was thinking about Rage comics.
You clearly.
Because my
Let's see
original
what
idea was to just make mine into a Rage comic.
That's awesome.
And I was like, I need to do a slideshow. It's gonna be a little harder than just a Rage
all
comic.
right.
Oh.
Now we gotta
Let's
find
see.
out what Josh's inspiration was. I'm excited.
Is there gonna be any
Calvin,
audio?
can you have
No,
Tobio,
no, I was lazy.
Can you have Mr. Tobuscus say this line? Like, can you have audio of him?
Of course. It's already there, honestly.
Hello once again, audience. We left off. I died.
Alright, Josh, take it away.
Okay, I'll take me up. Stop. Okay.
You were
Well,
talking
thanks.
were you talking to the little voices in your head to stop right there?
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Awesome. Didn't even read the first title.
I knew it.
Oh,
I knew
I
it.
get it.
Syndrome darkness.
I get it. Lamau.
Yeah.
So Josh
I was
had a
pretty proud of that.
Tobuscus inspiration.
The best part is, my one Tobuscus video didn't get like a ton of views, so it's like clearly my audience does not know Tobuscus, but we're starting this one off with a Tobuscus reference. Also, you're doing Tetris 99, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tetris 99 and counting.
Yeah, that's like
That's a good
as creative as
subtitle.
I got.
That's a good, scary subtitle.
It
I
actually
like
is
it.
solid, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it really. I just said dark. Like I didn't even try.
That's I made mine. It's semi-serious. It's like I'll just go through it and let it tell itself, I guess.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, Connor was just your average kid. You know?
No one
He's in seventh grade.
understands.
Mom and Dad and Vicky. Fuck. Okay. Stop.
You can't derail him like that. You know, he has a harder time getting on track.
I know.
He was in the 7th grade. Got decent grades. Played a few sports. Hung out with friends on the weekends. In his free time, bounced between hobbies of like collecting Pokemon cards, yo-yoing, and as of recent, video games. It wasn't until his birthday a few months ago when he got a Switch that he started dipping his toes in the video gaming world. He was still new to gaming, but with the recommendation from a few friends, he had a small library of games. He had Mario 3, Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
and Animal Crossing.
Nice.
But there's one game missing from his collection that his friends were playing, and he desperately wanted. Tetris 99. When he was younger, he had a handheld Tetris game he would play all the time. He was quite good at it too. He wasn't like a professional or anything, but
Is that yours?
I actually had that same exact one, but it's not mine. But I
It
found
just
it.
felt oddly specific enough to be like, I think Josh had that.
I did have that one. I made sure to find mine.
Nice.
But like, yeah, he could rack up a pretty decent score, and he really, really wanted Tetris 99, so he could.
I like your for real.
Get that
Don't
back.
like just gloss over your for real. Like,
We're gonna gloss over a lot of stuff.
okay.
Unfortunately, though, he accidentally broke his handheld game on a school field trip. He tried seeing if a chimpanzee would enjoy the game as much as he did.
Okay.
And for a second, it looked like it would, but it quickly threw it at another monkey and it broke.
Okay.
So yeah, he no longer had Tetris. That's why he wanted so bad, because like he didn't have like a proper ending to his Tetris.
Yeah.
It just ended swiftly.
He
with
never
one
got
throw of a
ending.
monkey.
He never got Tetris's ending. Yeah.
And so like he would have picked up the game instead of Mario 3 had he known about it, but now all his birthday money's gone. He spent it on Mario 3
Isn't
and
it
Breath of
free?
the Wild.
Isn't it free? I think Tetris
No.
I said
99 's
Mario
Well,
3. No,
it's
Mario
not.
3.
No, Kyle asked if it was free. It's free if you have Nintendo
Oh.
Online.
Josh, does he have Nintendo Online? This is important to the story.
Nope. He doesn't have money.
Oh no.
Yeah. And so yeah, one day when he was epically pawning in Animal Crossing,
Yep.
his mother burst in the door and forced him to go to a garage sale. He of course didn't want to go. He was busy being a gamer, and he had no money. His mom and him both knew that. But now just some back and forth. His mommy drags him into the car, and they go anyway. You can't disobey mom.
Why can't you take a
So
Switch
they-
with him in the car?
Mom wants him to go to the garage sale. This is important.
Why can't he play in the car though?
Mommy doesn't want him to.
Okay.
Like Calvin, his mom doesn't want him to. God.
Don't say no to
Alright.
mommy.
I
Mommy
Never
always
say
wins.
no to mommy.
She always wins.
Mommy always wins. Mom always wins.
Yep.
It's a law.
Tetris 99.
So
Mom always wins.
They drove for the better part of an hour before arriving at what's
Okay.
best described
An hour.
as a crack shack.
He could have played Animal Crossing the entire hour. Okay.
Mommy always wins, Calvin.
Okay.
Are we
That's
really
the
gonna
garage
go
sale?
in there? Well, that's the house.
Are they selling the actual? Are they selling bits and pieces of the garage?
That looks like the house from the Gorillaz music video.
Go on.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so-
I love how we've derailed the most on Josh's when he's the most
Well,
susceptible.
His is so casual. It doesn't feel like a story yet. It just it feels like a
There's a
shit
lot of
post.
build-up.
Yeah.
It's a different house.
Fuck.
Same vibe, though. Same vibe.
Mhm.
So, are we really gonna go in there? It's probably infested with rats and cockroaches and bad wallpaper from the 1940s. He asks his mom, and she's like, she just gives him the best impression of the SpongeBob boy meme and steps
Okay.
out of the car. So, with a sigh, he steps out, and they walk towards the garage. They see the garage sale. It's just tables scattered in the driveway with various items no one would care about. And, he leans towards his mom. He's like, none of this shit is cash money. We should just go back to our crib. His mom glares at him in annoyance because he's very white and part of the chess club, and he shouldn't be talking
He's-
like that.
Wait, was he white? He didn't. I don't.
He was not white, Josh.
He was not white. Did
I just
you
grabbed a
improv
random
that?
kid. I improv'd everything, Kyle.
Awesome.
No, well, the slideshow I improv'd. I mean, finally, the homeowners make their entrance. It's an old lady who looks like she just left her cauldron and just pushing a
Not
older
to
man in a
interrupt
wheelchair.
again, but is that the same garage from the house? Is that the same lawn and everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same.
Was that
It's just
the,
off
like,
to the side.
behind
The other was the
house?
front view. This is the side
Oh,
view.
okay.
Oh.
She's pushing the older man in a wheelchair. He's comatose with a gaze that extends 1,000 yards out of the one eye not covered in an eye patch. Neither of them say a word, and the lady just stares at the people wandering around, and the old man just keeps staring at God knows what. After wandering around for a while and watches his mother inspect the same old rusty spoon 3 times, Connor spots something out of place, but welcoming. I don't even know. I forgot that was there.
Okay.
I simply had my face on Tetris. Why mommy says no. I think I know where the story's going.
It's a copy of Tetris 99 for only like $5. The old man stares, finally broken when Connor reaches for the game. And now he's looking at him. His lips slowly peel apart to form what will be a toothy grin, had he any teeth left at this point. This, of course, is unsettling Connor, but, his desire to play Tetris outweighs any other emotion. He begs his mommy to buy it for him, but she says she only has enough money for the 72 doilies and rusty spoon she plans to purchase. So he just shuffles back to the car to wait for his mom while she purchases the doilies, and they return home, and he starts playing Animal Crossing. Unbeknownst to him, the game had left off the table and rolled all the way back to his home onto his desk.
It's like the
Chef
Campbell's Chef
Boyardee.
Boyardee, yeah.
It's literally the frame from it.
That's awesome.
Just put Tetris over it.
Tetris finds a way.
That's a real Bible quote, by the way. And so when he finally notices it, he just assumes his mommy had bought it for him. Oh, wait,
What?
I don't remember putting this in there.
Is this a sponsor?
Did you forget you were sponsored by Rango too?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt my own story that I forgot about, but we are sponsored by Rango too.
Why do you both have sponsors? Did you collaborate on that?
I forgot I put this in. Yeah, so it's, this one's even drier and has 2 Jake the Rattlesnakes this time.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
But anyway, so when he finally notices the game, he just assumes his mom bought it for him, and he pops the game into his Switch and starts to play. But only after a few minutes, his mom comes in to ask him which doily is his favorite. Hers is the one with the yellow-brown coffee stain on it that vaguely resembles a squirrel. But she notices the game. She's like, I didn't buy that for you. Where'd you get that? And Connor's shocked because, he thought his mom bought it for him, like as a gift. So he makes up a lie knowing his mom wouldn't believe that it just appeared on his desk, saying that his friend Jason lent it to him. She stares at him for a solid minute, eyes squinted at doubt and finger waggling to her chin before saying anything. I know Jason caught you lacking last week, and he wouldn't be caught dead lending you his games. We're gonna return that right now.
Awesome.
So they get back in the car and they go over.
Wait, isn't it like an hour drive?
Mm-hmm. But
They just got home and they're turning around and going back.
he stole the game. She's got principles, Kyle. So another long car later, they get to the home. No one's there, so they just leave on doorstep with an apology note, and they head back home. Connor, he is of course sad, and the whole time he's just like, "Oh, I didn't steal it," So his mom now thinks he's a liar. He was caught lacking last week. He doesn't have Tetris 99. He only got a taste of it.
Shaking my head.
It's just all around bad for him. But the sadness quickly turns to confusion and elation when he enters his home only to see Tetris 99 already loaded up on his Switch.
What?
Normally, he'd be creeped out by this, but he really wanted to play Tetris, so he just heads right back into Gamertown, USA. This time, he hides the game case and turns the volume down so his mother won't find out, and texts some friends to come get their Tetris on with him. Jason joins him. In their lobby and they start gaming. Connor's epic Tetris skills hadn't softened over the years, and he's absolutely slaying these fools. He personally targets Jason to get back at him for, the previous week. After several rounds, Jason texts him some weird stuff. He's like, I don't know what's happening, but my arms and legs are like all stiff and they hurt really bad. And I swear, it happens every time you send lines my way. They hurt more.
Is he turning into a Tetris piece?
He's gonna turn into a Tetramino or whatever it's called.
No, I would never go the easy route, Calvin.
Okay.
Connor thinks he's just being a little bitch and trying to get himself absolutely destroying him at Tetris. He uses his silver tongue to convince him to play just one more game. And to no one's surprise, Connor dabs on him. So here's Connor gaming, and that's Jason being a bitch hurting. So, of course, Connor dabs on Jason again and gets that victory royale. And so he texts him, "How you feel now, big boy?" But he gets no response. All cocky in his gaming skills, he just continues to play, thinking he just quit. And he's about halfway through a round when he hears an ambulance down the road. And it's actually at Jason's crib. He looks out the window. And the paramedics are carrying Jason's contorted body out on a stretcher. It's bent in all weird directions, and pain and moans can be heard all the way from over there. And it's then that he
Jason's
knows.
shredded.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Damn. He was gaming shirtless too?
It's then he knows his own leg is stiff and kind of starting to sting. He rolls up his pant leg to find it's covered in a rash and all bruised up. And as he's down on it, it's starting to hurt even more. He's starting to think, is what Jason said true? He feels another jolt of pain shoot through his body as he looks back at the TV. He's just got attacked by 4 more lines. Humoring the thought, he lets another attack go through. This time, another jolt of pain goes through, brings him to his knees. He's now realizing there might actually be something going on here. So he scrambles to grab his controller and plays his flippin' heart out. I actually don't know what the next slide is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next.
You're really good at this.
Yeah.
I've been derailed and I didn't practice. Oh, going back.
Hey, wait. You needed that barf break, though.
He taps into his bloodline's power to enhance his gameplay, but even still, he's only able to get a measly 6th place. I feel like each attack was getting exponentially worse. At first, it was just his legs and arms that were stiff, but, now, like, his whole body is feeling it,
I really need a barf right now. Not gonna lie.
Well, that's a coincidence, because coming up, you might relate to this story.
You're capping.
I'm no cap.
All right.
He pulls the game out of the Switch and crushes it underfoot. He's not having any of that anymore. The full weight of the situation hits Connor like something that is big and hits hard.
You're good at it, right?
He girl bosses his way to the bathroom to upchuck his gamer lunch of pizza rolls and Gatorade. But before he can get a moment to think, another jolt of pain finds its way through his body. Barf still dribbling through his nose. He rushes back to his room to find himself back in a match at Tetris 99. Fighting through the pain, he tries to shut off the Switch. It won't. He tries pulling the game out. No luck. He's trapped. He has no choice but to play. But with the injuries already sustained and his mind fogged from the situation, he was not playing at his best. So he has no choice but to play. With each passing game, his injuries are getting worse. His voice box must have been borked because he was unable to scream when his knees started bending the opposite direction. Soon enough, his body was too rigid to do anything. All he could do was lie motionless and suffer with his body just all contorted. Eventually, his mother comes in to ask him some more doily-related questions, only to find her sweet, sweet little boy unmoving, arms stretched overhead, knees bent backwards, and face frozen in agony and terror. But before she's able to do anything, a loud thwack to the back of her skull knocks her out cold, and from behind her emerges the witch-like lady from the garage sale.
I knew it.
No way.
Drags Connor back to her home with her.
Wait, is that CF that Connor face one?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was wondering what that meant.
From the garage sale, who drags Connor back to the car with her. She brings him to a room full of countless others of the same state as him, but in varied shapes.
Okay.
Even makes out Jason in the sea of warped bodies. And on the back wall.
Why is that a thing? Why do people...
I don't know.
Is there a
But I couldn't
Tetris
not use the
convention?
image. He even makes Jason out in the sea of warped bodies, and on the back wall was an L-shaped hole where he knew he'd be spending the rest of his life, what little he had left. And leave now. Bye.
All right, bye.